Self take that gesturing.
All right. So by the way, this is what's her name, Bobez or something like that. Bobez. This is actually Darrell Brooks's witness. And by the way, hello everybody. I know that introduction was crazy, but this is his witness, and so she's going to give basically a description of who Darrell Brooks was, because she noticed that it was a hair, and that description that she gives parallels the same person, or should I say, the same sewer rat that was on Daniel Ryder's porch. All right, let's jump in here.
I took that gesturing as the driver was telling people to get out of his way.
So that's what she witnessed. The sewer rat
Do
telling her,
you
go ahead.
let me back up? Did the vehicle pass pretty close to where you were positioned?
Yes, the vehicle almost struck my daughter.
Oh my God.
Do you recall seeing the driver?
I looked the driver right in the eyes.
And how did the driver look?
The driver looked like through me.
Hmm.
What do you mean through you? Describe what you mean by through you.
Hmm.
I feel that it is very hard to explain that look, but it was very frightening.
Well, you know what? That's a description of how he looked at Judge Dora. Remember? It was, she said she was scared. She was frightened by that. So it might have been the same look. Ah. Because when he looked at Judge Dora, that was a look like he was looking right through her. And it actually scared the judge. And so this witness, his own witness, was frightened. Ain't that crazy? By this fool. Look right in the devil's eyes. My God.
Do you recall what the driver was wearing?
The driver had a like hoodie sweatshirt or sweatshirt on, and something on his head. I wasn't sure if it was the hood of the sweater or maybe a beanie hat. It was winter. I'm not 100%
That
sure.
was be
Were
that
you
was
able to
be
see any hair?
I did see hair, yes.
How would you describe the hair?
The hair on the head was in front, like dreads down here, from what I could see underneath the hood or the hat, and then there was facial hair, beard and mustache.
Did the
Hold
vehicle
on, I just need to make a record of, she was also using her hands, that's okay,
he was giving
to
indication.
indicate at the neck, like under the chin, neck
Right.
area, with her hands coming down a few inches to indicate what she was describing as hair uh, being seen from the driver.
Well, yeah, that's a proper description because that's what that sewer rat looked like on that porch of Daniel Ryder's for sure.
Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
when you
Because with
observed
the
the vehicle approaching, was the vehicle speeding?
When the vehicle was approaching from White Rock, the vehicle was not speeding at that time.
she was able to see you.
To the best of your knowledge, do you recall there being any barriers present where you were positioned at?
Yes.
I wonder why he drove through those barriers. Ah, because it wasn't like he couldn't stop, right? Detective Schultz already told us that. So why did he drive through it? Come on, Darrell, let's go.
Do you recall if the vehicle you observed had any tinted windows?
I do not recall.
But why would that matter if he was driving with the windows down? That's crazy.
Were you able to make out a license plate number of the vehicle, being that it had passed so closely by you?
No, once the vehicle continued past my position, I was more concerned about my children that were with
Exactly.
me.
I would have been the same way. Nearly hit her kid. That is crazy. Thank God that it did not. But we've been
I'm
barring
assuming at some point you spoke with the law enforcement about what you saw that evening. Would that be fair to say?
Yes,
And do you recall what agency that was?
I do.
And what agency was that?
The FBI.
Wow, they had the FBI there. That's crazy. Remember Darrell was like, "Oh my God, is this for real? This is the FBI." Remember he did that interrogation? He thought it was a movie. That's crazy, yo. This dude is nuts. He thought it was a movie. And even in that interrogation, man, he was pretending like he ain't do none of that.
At what point were you not able to see the SUV once it passed you?
I lost sight of the SUV once it went into a bunch of people.
Mm. Wow, a bunch of people. Wow, that don't even sound right. Sheesh. I hope the jurors heard that. Into a bunch of people.
Do you recall what date uh, it was that you spoke with the FBI agents on? Was that the same evening or a few days after?
It was not the same evening of the parade, but it was that week. It was within the next few days.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
The day you spoke with FBI agents,
Did they spoke with or did they speak with? Come on,
do
Dara.
you
You already
recall stating the driver was wearing a red top that appeared to be made out of a sweatshirt like material?
I don't recall exactly what was said to the agent, but I do remember the sweatshirt, yes.
see he's trying to play on technicality. The
A
point
red
is that
sweatshirt?
It's possible.
it was you and you got caught. You were arrested on Elizabeth Street. Looking like a
Just a
sewer
little
rat.
bit ago, you said that, well, when asked the question of did you recall hair for the driver, you stated and made the gesture that the hair was in front. Do you recall saying that?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall when speaking with FBI agents stating that the hair was pulled back?
The hair appeared to be like possibly in a ponytail, but it was so full that it was coming forward.
Well, technically, his hair didn't change until he actually changed his hair. He put his hair up. Oh no, I don't know what I know he did something because when he changed into a different outfit, the gray shirt or the sweater, his hair was different. He changed that. So he's just trying to play on technicality. That ain't moving the needle. The point is that was you behind the wheel, bro. Yeah, that the jury ain't stupid. Everything was videotaped. That's what made this case easy. Open and shut. Pictures worth 1,000 words. I know that's right. Let's go, Daryl. Let's go. Let's go. He's like one of those attorneys that never made it to the bar. Come on. Well, he's in the bar now. He's an attorney in the bar now because he's behind them.
Do you recall
Mm.
Well, let me back up. Did you leave the parade at that point
At what point?
after seeing the vehicle?
Yes.
Was you supposed to stay there all night? What the hell? What kind of question is that? Did she leave? Come on with your dumb question. I hope Attorney Perry didn't write up them questions. I pray that's the sovereign citizen BS. Come on, let's go down. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Quickly, 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 quickly. Come on, come on. I
Were
ain't
you
never seen it.
injured the evening of the incident?
Yes.
You were injured?
Yes, I was.
Oh wow,
Any
I
reason
didn't.
why that's not reported?
I'm gonna say I didn't even know that. I thought it was.
Probably because I didn't tell anyone else.
If
I
you
thought
were
it was.
injured, why not tell anyone?
Why does it matter?
Because I haven't wanted to talk about the traumatic experience that I went through for still reliving the weeks and days after the incident.
Still reliving. Yes, let the jury hear that. Still dealing with it a year
It
later.
doesn't make any sense. You talk to
Man, you know
FBI
what? No, 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 no.
agents.
Don't you dare have that come out of your mouth. It doesn't make any sense. You don't even make sense. You don't make sense representing yourself at all. Your whole performance don't even make sense. You performing in front of the jury doesn't make sense. You arguing with the judge during sentencing doesn't make sense. You serving 7,000 years in jail don't make sense. Your mother bails you out of jail knowing you a lifelong criminal. She don't make sense. No sense makes sense, apparently. So don't you dare talk about what don't make sense. You fool. You gonna ask somebody, one of the witnesses talking about, oh, do you know why you're subpoenaed here? That don't make sense if you send it a subpoena. That doesn't make sense. Don't let me go down this road of not nonsense making. Woo, don't you start on now. That's an utter slap in the face. How dare you insult even my intelligence with the temerity to say that something doesn't make sense. Your mother don't make sense with her dumb behind, bailing your dumb behind out. Don't you dare say that.
The same week. You spoke with FBI agents,
Stupid.
reported no injuries.
They didn't ask me about injuries.
Well, would it be fair to say
Even his grandmother don't even make sense. She up there supposed to be a character witness and she plugging her book. That don't make sense.
where
I'm sorry, y'all. He got he pushed one of my nerves. He pushed the button, y'all. He hit a nerve. He hit a nerve, y'all. That's why I don't understand how the judge
but you
was able.
didn't report this at any time?
I don't understand how the judge was able to endure that. I could not. They had the right judge because I didn't have the patience. I probably would have came off of that bench, and took my foot and kick. Let me stop. Wait a minute. Let me go back to church. Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. Let me get back to
Whatsoever.
church, y'all.
Grounds.
Sustained. Already answered.
Ask it, answer. See, that don't make sense.
So did you speak to anyone about this in law enforcement?
Objection made.
Grounds.
Um, Overruled. She may answer. He clarified law enforcement. Did she speak to anyone about this in law enforcement? I interpreted this as the injury.
Right.
So go ahead.
I feel like, no, I did not.
So wait a minute. So if he's trying to make, all right, so basically he's trying to make it seem like, well, you didn't report it, so how is that credible to believe? Let's put it this way. You killed 6 others, so even if they didn't believe her, it doesn't matter because you killed other people. So where you going with this? Come on, that's stupid. To try to make her not credible because she didn't report it. So what? 6 others died as a result of what you did. Stupid. And then got a nerve to say that doesn't make sense. You stupid. You don't make sense.
Did you file any claims related to the incident?
Can we? Oh, wait a
No, I
minute.
did not.
Can we get off this? Because it ain't going nowhere. Now, trying to discredit her is not going to help you. What about the 6 others you killed? And the many others that you injured? And the windows down while you were driving through the parade? Come on. You think the jury is this stupid? Or dumber than you? I don't think anybody is. See, the state's sitting there all confident because they know they got this in the bag. This ain't nothing but a wannabe so-called attorney, a fool that ain't got a clue. Don't know a wrist lock from a wristwatch. They know they got this in the bag.
So today, your first time bringing up your alleged injury?
No, it is not.
Oh, that's why he noted it as an alleged injury. Y'all remember when he cussed her before and she said, when did you report your alleged injury? So I didn't know that. As a matter of fact, this is my first time even knowing that she was injured and it wasn't reported. So now I guess that makes sense why he said in an earlier testimony when he asked her, so when did you report your alleged injury? That I thought he was just being smart, but I didn't know that's why. But the point is, this still doesn't matter given the fact that he killed others. Others, he was on videotape. Okay, it was him. So this ain't really helping, and I don't know why he's continuing to hammer. I think the judge needs to catch on to this, and we need to move on to another topic. Come on, Darrell. You a slow. You never know an attorney this slow. It's like he trying to study it before he start asking the question.
At some point, you were subpoenaed by the district attorney's office to testify here to testify in this trial. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, it is.
Do you recall when you received that subpoena?
From the district attorney's office, it was in July.
And do you recall whom you spoke with about the information regarding the subpoena?
I contacted the victim witness advocate, Carrie Peterson.
You contacted the Miss Peterson after receiving the subpoena.
Correct. The instructions told me to.
Okay.
Come on, Darrell. He is so slow.
You ever spoke with anyone directly at the district attorney's office?
No. Correction. Yes, when I walked in today, I met there and let them know I was here, and then they walked me into a room, and I waited until I was called by you.
I'm trying to see where is he going with this. I'm being
So
patient. Like,
before today, you had no interactions with anyone related to the district attorney's office besides the, I think you said victim advocate?
So the victim advocates who have been in connection with and letting me know when to come and all of that.
Come on, come on, let's go.
Of the three district attorneys seated to my left at this table, had you had any interactions of any kind with any of those three district attorneys?
I have not.
Come on, Sue. Baisley.
And I believe, just for the record, when you asked that, Attorney Basie was just pointing
Yes.
to herself and the two people next to her, so it's clear, because since there's two tables.
What would be the reason for that?
Since there's two tables of individuals, I think she wanted to make the witness aware. And I just wanted to point it out for the record since it happened.
Fix your face, you nasty rat. Please. Anyway, let's go to another clip I want to do too. This we're gonna do like I'm gonna go to a different one. So this gonna be part one. But listen, y'all. Darrell Brooks is nothing more than an utter fool. I think everybody shares the same opinion, or should I say, everybody should share the same opinion relative to how disgusting this man, in fact, is. All right, I can go all day. I mean, some of the things I ain't gonna even say some of the things, everything that comes out of his mouth, you know, it's just stupid. And with that, how could he suggest something doesn't make sense? How dare him? Like, what? How dare you? What doesn't make sense is driving with the windows down. Hey, everybody, and then you run into people and then pretend that you didn't do this and this wasn't you and my name ain't Darrell Edward Brooks. And so I want you to leave your comment on this one. I'm sorry if I went off, but he just irks me. I don't think there's a day that ever goes by that when I'm watching this trial, I get irked. Somebody was like trying to tell me, listen, don't get so worked up. He's already in jail. You talk about stuff from last year. Calm down. And then one of y'all was like, we don't want you to have a heart attack. Calm down, sir. But in my defense, I think everybody could share the same opinion relative to how irk you can really be by listening to this nincompoop, buffoon, fool, dummy, all at the same time. So please enjoy, please share. I want to thank everybody for those of you that subscribed. And we want to build the channel even more. I think we can do it. We're already on a roll. I think we can get at least 12K where I was at, probably in the next 3 months. But it will only come with your participation in that effort. Thank you for listening. Love y'all.